Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. In today's video guys, I will be sharing my honest review of the Z Flip 6 after using it for 2 weeks. So if you're still undecided about whether to get it or not, this video might help you to make a decision. But just a quick disclaimer guys, I'm not a tech expert, so everything I share is based purely on my personal experiences with the device. So let's dive into my experience. So I have been using my Z Flip 6 for over 2 weeks now, and just like with last year's Flip 5, I also have this love and hate relationship with it because there are days that I really find it so fun using this phone, but there are also days that I find it quite tiring. And for someone who has a dry hands like me, this matte glass on the Z Flip 6 is the reason why this phone feels way more slippery comparing it to last year's model, which has a glossy back. Though in overall design, I prefer the Z Flip 6 because as you can see guys, it is way more squarish. It feels way more durable comparing it to last year. And I also love that the camera has this kind of a color hint that would give us the idea of what color you have for a Z Flip 6. Another one that I wanted to point out as well is that this year's model opens completely straight comparing it to last year's Flip 5, which is a little bit like bending. If you guys still have the Flip 5, you can really notice the difference. And someone also asked me if this one has this cracking sound. Well, luckily it doesn't have any. So I'm so lucky that both of the Flip 6 that I got didn't really have this cracking sound whenever you close or open the phone. So I also have noticed that the battery can last me a day now without no issues. Comparing it with last year's model, the Flip 5 drained so quickly and it can't even last me a day. Though I still have a problem when it comes to the battery, and that's how slow this phone charges. I mean, comparing it to other Samsung models, this phone charges so slow. So I hope Samsung will fix that one next year. Now let's talk about the camera, and I will be honest with you all, this phone's camera is truly amazing. The camera of the Z Flip 6 really takes a high quality pictures, both in daytime and nighttime photos. And I also love that this main camera doubles as a selfie camera because of the functions that you can get with the cover screen, and I'm really loving that because right now you can take a selfie photos with a much higher quality. And I will give you guys some sample photos that I've taken directly from my Z Flip 6 without any editing. So it's a lot easier right now to move files from and to my Z Flip 6. So I'm just using this SanDisk USB OTG. So whenever I move some of my screen recordings from my Z Flip 6 to my iPad for editing, then I just have to plug it in and copy the files here on my Z Flip 6, and I just have to move it to my iPad. So copying files right now is really no hassle comparing it to like how it was before. So you can also make use of any USB hub in case you have multiple USBs that you needed to make use of. Then this one is still functional on the Z Flip 6. So this is really very helpful for me as a content creator, because then sometimes I needed to make use of my SanDisk as well as with my memory card at the same time. So moving on with the screen display, this is also another highlight of this phone. So as we all know, Samsung really delivers a very vibrant and bright display. But this year's Flip model is a lot better than last year. And this phone can go up to 2600 nits peak brightness, and that's really very helpful, especially if you're using your phone outdoor. So I'm going to show you guys some samples where I tried the display while it's really very hot and sunny outside. As you can see, the screen display is still really very visible. It's not really hard to see what's going on with your phone, or if you love to watch some contents or videos on your phone even when you're outdoor, then it's no problem at all. However, even if I really love the display of the Z Flip 6, there's still really a downside with the phone, and that is the crease. I mean, I know that crease is part of owning a flip phone, but for the price that we have to pay for the Flip 6, there's a lot of other brands which are cheaper but a way lesser visible crease. But since I love customization, then I have to really settle with Samsung. Hopefully next year Samsung can really make a better Flip 7. That's something I'm really hoping for. And if you guys are waiting for my update regarding the bubble on the crease part, after using this second Flip 6 that I have in just 2 days, I already saw the bubbles on the screen. So I guess that's really very normal. I'm not sure since I haven't really experienced this with my Flip 5 before, but this year's Flip 6, I already have experienced it on both the first Flip 6 that I got and this second one. So I hope Samsung will also fix that one on next year's model, but yeah, let's just all move on from that. So now let's talk about the cover screen. So this is definitely my most favorite part in owning the Flip 6. And this is one of the reasons as well why I love using my Flip 6 as my daily driver. So I love that I can easily access a lot of apps without even opening my phone. I can answer texts, emails, I can even take a selfie using a third-party app. So this one, by the way, is Snow, which I love the most. And that's really very fun to do it because then I can put up like filters or stickers and such, and as well as answer some comments on my social media platforms. I can even watch YouTube or Netflix directly on my cover screen, and as well as use calculators or check the weather and a lot of other things. So all of these are possible and can be used directly onto our cover screen. So when switching to Flip 6, you'll quickly appreciate the convenience of the cover screen. Despite its 60 Hz refresh rate, which helps conserve battery life, the cover screen is more than sufficient for many tasks. For instance, if you just need to check something quickly, the cover screen is perfect, allowing you to avoid using the main screen unnecessarily. So I found myself relying on the cover screen more and more, and it's incredibly handy to have one. So honestly, I'm really loving the cover screen, and I'm enjoying having this on my phone because then I can add up some cute GIFs, wallpapers as well, that moves and looks so cute and fun directly on my cover screen. So moving on to our next topic, let's talk about the face unlock and the fingerprint unlock. So both of the face unlock and the fingerprint unlock on the Z Flip 6 are amazingly fast, so I don't have any issues on these two. I have been using the phone for like more than 2 weeks and I haven't faced any issues regarding these fingerprint and the face unlock. So now let's talk about the design of the phone. I mean, aesthetically, this phone is really very beautiful, but the only downside until now is that it is not capable of MagSafe. It would have been helpful if it is capable of MagSafe because then we can widen up our options for functionality. We can even make use of like magnetic chargers, we can make use of MagSafe accessories, especially the grip, and we can easily make use of this phone with one hand. But sadly, until now, Samsung didn't really put that functionality on their Flip 6. As you can see, guys, I have here with me a Black Shark cooler and it can't even stay in place. So that's just really quite frustrating, and I hope next year with the Flip 7, they will add up this kind of functionality on our Flip 7. That's something I'm hoping for. So moving on with the size of the Z Flip 6, I mean obviously it's really very portable. As you can see, it's just as small as my AirPods, and I'm really loving it because most of my bags are really quite small. So with this phone size, I don't have to worry if it will fit or not, because it will definitely fit in all of my bags. And there are also times that I don't feel like bringing a bag with me, so I can just sneak it in inside my pocket or inside my jacket. So there's really no issue at all when it comes to bringing this phone with me. So this Michael Kors bag I have right now, this is one of my most favorite ones because then it serves as a wallet and as well as a purse. But sometimes my issue is that most of my phones or my iPhone 14 Pro Max before can't really fit in. So right now, let's try to put inside my Z Flip 6. And I guess there's really no issue whether to put this phone in front or here on the back part, because then it will definitely fit inside my bag. So this is why I love this phone so much, because then it's not hard at all picking a bag or bringing it with me in my day-to-day life. So now let's move on and talk about the AI function of Samsung. I mean, honestly, I was so excited when Samsung first announced this one, but then sadly, when I first tried it, the Swedish language is not available. So this is not really that 100% useful for me, because I do answer emails, I frequently use Google Translate, and it would have been perfect if the Swedish language is available. But as of the moment, it isn't, or at least not yet, and I'm hoping that Samsung will one day release this language just so that the AI function will be more useful for me. But other than that, I think the AI function is pretty cool. You can do a lot of things. You can come up with a pretty decent letter using their AI function. Of course, if you're using an English language, then it would have been very useful for everyone, I would say. I'm loving the AI functionality on the Z Flip 6, and I think Samsung can even improve it to make it better, because right now there's still a lot of things missing to it, but I do appreciate this functionality that they gave on Samsung Z Flip 6. So last but not the least is of course the customization, and that's why I am here. My channel is here. It's because of the Samsung's customization. I'm really loving how you can customize the phone. It's pretty endless. You can change a lot of things. You can make it in a way that it's really going to be so helpful for you. It helps you become more productive every day. And I love that you can change some of the settings as well, whereas it can help you make your work or use this phone in a more convenient way. So yeah, I guess that's it guys for our review today. So my take on this phone is that it excels in functionality, customization, and overall design. I mean, Samsung has truly delivered with this model. It's innovative, aesthetic, and of course, it's highly functional, making it a perfect blend of style and performance. So yeah, that's it guys for my 2 weeks review. I hope you guys have fun watching this video, and I hope I was able to help you out to come up with a decision whether to get this phone or not. And if I did, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed on my channel, please do so. Hit the subscribe button down below. So thank you so much guys for watching, and I hope to see you all on my next one. Bye.